January is already shaping up to be a defining moment for Rangers, with Danny Rohl making it clear that plans are well underway behind the scenes. As the new year approaches and key fixtures loom large, attention is beginning to turn from the pitch to the transfer market, where decisions made early could have a major impact on the weeks ahead. With expectations rising and pressure building, Rohl has offered a glimpse into how Rangers intend to approach a window that could reshape their season. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Danny Rohl has made it clear that January will be decisive for Rangers, both on and off the pitch, as he pushes to have the bulk of his transfer business completed by the turn of the year. With a potential Old Firm showdown looming just days into the window, the German has not ruled out new faces being available for the crucial trip to Celtic Park on January 3rd. Before that, Rangers face a pivotal test at Tynecastle on Sunday, a fixture that could significantly shape their hopes of clawing their way back into the title race following the disastrous opening months of the season under Russell Martin. While Rohl has sparked a revival with the players already at his disposal, he is acutely aware that reinforcements are essential if his side are to sustain a genuine challenge. Ideally, the wish is to get a lot of players in on the 1st of January, Rohl said. But I think in this window it will be about timing, that's the first part, and the second thing is preparation. We're trying to prepare some things now. The club's recent decision to strengthen the recruitment department with the short-term appointment of Stig Inge Bjørneby has been designed to support that process. However, while the former Liverpool defender has been drafted in to add experience and structure, it is understood that Rohl will retain ultimate control over incoming transfers. We speak to each other, we have good communication at the moment, Rohl explained. I speak with players, I've had some conversations, all the things we have to do, and then let's see how quickly we can move forward. Rohl acknowledged that not every new arrival will be able to hit the ground running immediately, particularly those lacking match sharpness. Sometimes you have players who maybe haven't had the rhythm of playing every week, he said. They might have been on the bench and need some minutes to come into the team. That's my experience, but all in all we're looking forward and we try to do our best. The manager also outlined the structure behind Rangers' recruitment strategy, stressing the importance of collaboration and due diligence after a summer window that saw close to £40 million spent with little return. At the moment it's mixed from us together, Rohl said. I put some names to the recruitment team, they give me recommendations, then I watch the videos and give feedback. Then we look again at the data, and then I try to have talks to get a feeling for the players. Crucially, Rohl has placed increasing emphasis on mentality as well as ability. I also ask questions about expectations, if they really know what it means, he added. It's important to understand how they handle setbacks, how they handle pressure, and how they've dealt with pressure in the past. That scrutiny has become even more important following the departure of sporting director Kevin Thelwell, whose handling of the summer rebuild ultimately cost him his job. Rohl admitted the process has been a learning curve. Since I'm in this business, this is the first time I'm looking exactly at this point, he said. For me, this is a big learning. On the pitch, Rangers know they cannot afford another slip-up at Tynecastle, with a chance to move within 6 points of Hearts, and with a game in hand, hanging in the balance. However, Rohl is still monitoring a number of fitness concerns ahead of the weekend. Bojan is still a question mark, he confirmed. But we still have 48 hours, so let's see. Nasser Jagger is away with the national team, and Lyle Cameron got an injection yesterday so won't be available. With January fast approaching, Rohl understands that mistakes in the market could be just as damaging as dropped points on the pitch. And this time, Rangers simply cannot afford to get it wrong. In other news, Rangers have no intention of entertaining any approach for JD Gazima during the January transfer window, with the club understood to be fully committed to keeping the winger as part of Danny Rohl's core plans. Despite growing interest from Villarreal in recent weeks, those close to the situation insist the Ibrox hierarchy are not prepared to sanction a sale under any circumstances midway through the campaign. Gassama is viewed internally as a player Rangers simply cannot afford to lose, particularly given the manager's belief in his long-term value to the squad. It is understood the club have no plans to sell the Frenchman anytime soon, having only brought him to Glasgow during the summer. While Rangers are expected to be active in the market this winter, the strategy is focused on trimming the edges of the squad rather than cashing in on players regarded as central to Rohl's project. Any departures are likely to come from the group of fringe players who have struggled for minutes, allowing funds to be redirected towards reshaping the squad in key areas. High-profile exits are not part of the current thinking. Rohl's stance on Gassama is shaped by a long-standing working relationship. The German coach knows the winger well, having previously worked with him across 2 seasons during his time at Sheffield Wednesday. That familiarity has bred trust, and Rohl remains convinced Gassama can play an important role as Rangers look to build consistency and momentum. The 22-year-old joined Rangers in a deal worth around £2.2 million, but has found life in Glasgow challenging at times. His form has been inconsistent, and frustration among supporters has grown during spells where his end product has dipped. Gassama has scored 6 goals in 30 appearances so far this season, although 4 of those strikes came during Rangers' ultimately unsuccessful Champions League qualifying campaign. Since October, he has found the net just once. Even so, Rohl has continued to show faith. Since taking charge, the manager has started Gassama in 9 of his 12 competitive matches, underlining the winger's importance despite external criticism. While fans may feel his performances have not always matched expectations, Rohl still sees him as a crucial component of the wider rebuild underway at Ibrox. In contrast, attention behind the scenes has turned towards potential exits elsewhere in the squad. Joe Rothwell is among those expected to move on, with the midfielder keen on a January departure as interest builds from England. Sheffield United are pushing to secure his signature, and his lack of involvement since Rohl's arrival has only fueled speculation. Rothwell has featured just twice under the current manager, and has not even made a matchday squad since the victory over Livingston on 22nd November. Despite arriving from Bournemouth in the summer, the 30-year-old has failed to make the desired impact and now appears set to become one of the players moved on as Rangers reshape their options. The focus for club officials will be on securing the best possible fee for those deemed surplus to requirements, while protecting key assets like Gassama as Rohl continues to mould his squad in his own image. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.